What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and as I took a couple of days off for Thanksgiving, I got kind of bored. I mean, I like working and I like pumping out content for you all, but there was like a lack of videos being uploaded on YouTube, and even my favorite creators were nowhere to be found. So I decided, you know what? Let me check in with Britney. Because sometimes I try to take a break away from this whole entire Britney Spears situation because it's crazy. And there is nothing sane about it. And looking at it and talking about it every day and going over the possibilities of what could be going on and trying to convince other people that there's something wrong, it can drive you insane. So I'm telling you all right now, if you're one of those people that is keeping up with this stuff every day, sometimes just take a step back, take a step away, because that account will drive you nuts, because the stuff that happens on that account is so utterly bizarre. But anyway, I decided, hey, let me check in with Britney, see how good old Britney is doing. And what do I see? Non-stop posts of her in this nightgown. And I'm just sitting there like, same post again, same post again, same post again. And I'm looking at it and it was making me feel like, what's that one show on Netflix? Oh, man. The Haunting of Hill House. If you go and watch that show, the mother in that show, she becomes like possessed. And there's this creepy scene that they play throughout the show, but really it's supposed to be for the ending of the show. And it's of the lady, and she's in her nightgown, and she's dancing around. And she doesn't physically look like Britney Spears, but I'm telling you all, it will remind you of these photos. And when I'm looking at this picture, and I'm not saying this for comedic purposes, although I'm sure some of you all will find this funny, but I'm looking at this photo and I am scared. I am like legit freaked out. And I've told you all before, as someone who likes horror movies, there is not a horror movie out there that is scarier than Britney Spears' Instagram account. Especially when she goes through one of these episodes and she starts having this look on her face. It is so weird because I don't know. I know maybe some people can't see it. Maybe I have a superpower. I don't know what it is. But I feel like me as a human being that's in touch with who they are, and I'm in touch with my soul and the essence of my very being. And when I look at these photos, I don't see a soul inside of that body. Does that make sense? Like, and I don't necessarily mean that technically, like, oh, Britney doesn't have a soul. Like, it's like I'm knocking and no one's home. Like, I don't see someone behind Britney's eyes. When you look someone in the eyes, you could see someone. You know what I mean? Legit, like, look your family member in the eye. Look your loved one, your significant other in the eye. You could see them and feel them as a person. But with Britney, it's just like this blank, deer caught in the headlights look that I could feel it. And I understand that maybe some people can't. Some people see it's just Britney in her nightgown. Look at the looks and the expressions on her faces and look at the eyes. I'm telling you all, there's nothing back there. It's like part of her is vacant. She's gone. At least in these moments, I'm telling you all right now, I feel it in my soul. And some people may think that's weird. Cool. You know, but you may think that I'm reaching here. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Fine. I'm telling you all right now. And I've been telling you all for months. I look at these photos, and especially ones like this, and it runs chills down my spine because I don't feel like I'm looking at another human, almost. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that I don't feel like I can sense the person behind the eyes and the face and the flesh. You know what I mean? So it's It's really weird, and I just get this feeling of downright possession when I see these photos and videos. But she's just constantly in her camera phone, staring at herself 24/7 in this living room. Once again, we thought we got her away. Supposedly she had this new house, and all these things were coming together, and then look, bam. Right in time for the holidays. Right in time for everyone to be focused on family. You're out eating Thanksgiving. You're buying Christmas presents. You're getting ready for the new year. Maybe you're getting ready for Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, right? Everyone around this time of year, you're a little more preoccupied than usual, correct? And now it's like, okay, coast is clear. Throw Britney back in the old living room. And she's back, dancing around. And I want you all to look at this video of what is called a dance video. Watch this. Now, I've been known to straight up break out in my own Britney dance moves. And I can and will possibly do that in this video. Maybe not. But what I'm trying to get at here is, when you look at this, does this look like dancing to you? Does this look like someone that's enjoying themselves? I think sometimes it looks like Britney's enjoying herself, right? But what it reads like to me is someone who is in this manic state of like overexcitement and just needs to have these bursts of energy. And she looks like a little kid. She looks like a child bouncing all around in her living room. And if we saw this once or twice on her Instagram account, no one would care. You know, no one is judging Britney because she has this little, oh, I want to dance around and twirl in circles. We're not judging her because she wants to do that sometimes. We're judging her because that's all she does 24/7. It's all we see every freaking day. Just like a top, she's just spinning around. That is not normal. And I'm not here to tell you what normal is, because really, what is normal? All I know is it's not normal to do that. And we all know that. We're all different, right? We're all different. You do things that maybe I wouldn't think is normal. I do things that maybe you all don't think is normal. Hell, I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos. That's not technically normal, right? I mean, normal people usually don't make YouTube videos. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not the norm. It's outside of the norm. But with Britney, it's not about that. It's about the constant repetitiveness of it. And it's like if Britney bursted out in one of these moments every now and then, no one would care. But it's because every single day, this is what you do. And we watch you do it. We watch you make a fool of yourself every single day, twirling around and looking like a kid. And it just so happens that Britney actually had she had a special message for all of us this holiday season. Let's take a look at what she has to say. It's the most special time of the year. So much to be thankful for. I hope you're all getting my Thanksgiving and Christmas cards in the mail. I know most didn't get them in the past, but I hope you are all being served with my handwritten letters now. Love you all. Yellow hello. PSSS. I hear the new thing to do is to have slumber parties and dance in the kitchen. I'm not turning 41. I'm turning 12. So, I mean, who knows who Britney is throwing shade at in this post? I know it's someone, because that's all Britney does. Like, people try to decipher and decode Britney's post, but all of them, when you really get down to the root of it, she's just throwing shade at people. So she's just being petty. I'm sure someone had a slumber party and danced in the kitchen, and she's mad about it. That's probably what this is about. But the most telling part of this post is at the end, when she says, I'm not turning 41, I'm turning 12. Now, when a normal person, if anyone else said that, you'd be like, it's just one of those little jokes, you know, one of those little cutesy jokes that you throw out there. But when Britney Spears says it, you do the chipmunk. Have you ever seen that chipmunk meme where it's just like this cute chipmunk? You're like, oh, chipmunk, and then he goes, like, he's like super paranoid. Like, you see him from the back, and then he goes, whoa, like, what? So when Britney posts this, it's not like a normal person joking like, oh, it's my sweet 16 again. Oh. It's like when you see Britney post it, and she's like, I'm not turning 41, I'm turning 12. You're like, all right now. All right. We've been trying to tell you. She thinks she's a kid in her mind. It's obvious that in Britney's mind, at least sometimes, Britney is a child. Point blank, period. We know, and people will try to deny it, that Britney has like these multiple personalities. And much of Britney's Instagram account, I feel like you see these personalities conflicting with each other. That's why one day she'll call Christina Aguilera fat. Then the next day she'll act like it didn't happen. And then one day she'll straight up, blatantly disrespect and throw shade at Selena Gomez. Then the next day she'll act like she didn't know what happens. And then you see posts uploaded and then they're deleted. And then they'll upload again and then they'll be deleted. And then this will change and that will change. She's all over the place. I mean, just recently, she talked about what a great year she had. Let's see the post. Throwback. A lot happened this year and holy crap, I got married. I am so happy. And she shares a bunch of pictures of her marriage or of her wedding that I don't believe is real. And then she shares the same picture of Selena Gomez once again with the doll hanging out her mouth. Britney will not let go of this photo, and she does that when she wants to throw shade at Selena Gomez, and she just pops it in there. Like you'll see, oh, Britney uploaded again. And you'll scroll and scroll and scroll, and right at the end, it's the same photo of Selena Gomez. So she's out here throwing shade all over the place as usual. But I don't see any end in sight for this. I could talk about it every single day. I don't see any end in sight. I do see more people finally waking up and realizing there's something wrong. It's changed drastically within the last few months. Like when I first started making these videos, people hated my guts for calling this stuff out. And each video, I see more and more people messaging me or leaving comments like, yeah, you know what? Finally, I'm starting to see it. So I think more and more people will come around, but there's no convincing the Yas Queens, okay? They're too invested in the Free Britney movement, and they want you all to believe that they were the reason that Britney's free, and they did this, and they did that. When in reality, Britney is losing her freaking mind in front of all of our faces, and they're ignoring it. So what's going to happen here is most likely, and I hate to say this, I mean, I think one day we're going to wake up and Britney's going to be gone. And when that day comes, the Yes Queens, they're either going to try to do a whole 180 and pretend like they were on this side that was calling this stuff out the whole time, or they're going to blame all of us for calling this stuff out and basically say that we're the reason Britney's gone because we were the ones concerned. And they're going to act like our concern for Britney is really vitriol and hate towards Britney, when in reality, I could be doing other things and talking about other things. The reason I talk about Britney and I make videos about Britney is because I'm worried. Yes, I'll make my jokes and I'll make my little digs. And most of those jokes, even if they seem like they're aimed at Britney Spears, they're aimed at a certain portion of her fan base. And if you've been here long enough, then you know about that and you know about all the drama that's been going on. But I think that most people, when they talk about it and they call, even if they'll say, oh, this is crazy or that's crazy, it's coming more from a place of concern, whereas everyone who's taking up for Britney, that's not coming from a place of love or concern. That's more so coming from a place of not wanting to be wrong and coming from a place of they want something from Britney. They want Britney to do this. They want Britney to do that. They don't want Britney to be viewed this way. And it's not really, because they genuinely care about her. They maybe care about Britney as the persona, as the singer, but not Britney the human. Because if you really care about Britney the human, then you know that Britney is doing some unhuman-like things that that need to get under control, or hopefully she sees someone for help, because it doesn't look good. But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.